seems Kratos is becoming more accepting of the notion of becoming the new god of war for the realms here in the Norse mythology area. We've got past the third iteration of Tyr in terms of a boss fight. It said 3 of 4, so maybe this will be the last one, maybe it won't. Let's play until my controller completely fails.
The resilient warrior dances with change, easily adjusting to its rhythm.
Thank you. Thank you. Like the two Valkyries that are here are definitely a little. Some of the comments are definitely a little odd. They just kind of blurt things out about themselves. Golden, baby. Golden. The bronze spear is better, though. Let's be honest. Of Zeus. Cuirass. Not into the cuirasses. I don't think that they suit. One thing I noticed, like when you grow your beard out a certain amount, like you start to not even like a t-shirt like this, like high collared stuff starts to look worse and worse because you can't see your neck. You just end up looking like, hey. That's what happens to Kratos in these cuirasses. Whereas, like, see there, because you can see a bit of skin. Like I'm having to wear these like dodgy open cut shirts now at this stage. Yeah, you like have to sort of V-necks, I guess, or just button-up shirts, Cuban collars, and all that kind of stuff. Whereas I wear like a normal t-shirt, and I start like, well, like, where's my? I just look like a no-neck. Oh. The controller strikes again. It wouldn't be so bad if, like, PlayStation were more like, and I could connect my other controller and so.
Every battle is an opportunity, right, General?
Sure. Sure.
Better yourself if and when you can, I always say.
Yeah, let's grab this. Because we're going to need the extra stuff if the last attempt is anything to go by. Right, the rerolls. Glyph rewards offer 3 choices. Level 2s. Alright. Might focus on the axe this time. Yeah, let's just increase
That'll be
our
worth it.
options here. Burdens. Okay. Yeah, let's increase our starting echoes. Nice. Don't know whether I should try a different shield. I'm quite comfortable with our loadout. Using this Hills of Gram is essentially health if we use it in this iteration. So I'm happy. Like, I think that last tier fight would have been loads better with a parry shield, but Increases Kratos' stagger resistance during the Whirlwind's Sweep skill combo. Frost bursts from the axe as it returns from the final hit, freezing nearby enemies. Reduces Blade's runic cooldowns on Flame Whiplash. Impaling Thrust. Oh. I know I've like used the spear a bit too much, but we have to take what we're given here, and that's the best option here. Right, we're on the spear then. I do use that quite a bit as well when they get up close, so if we could get something for the ranged stuff on the spear, that'd be magic. More like it. Blessed Armaments. Kratos' weapon triangle attacks and abilities have a high luck chance to increase the strength and runic and luck of the current weapon. Sure. We use that a lot if we're using the spear, so... Vinsval's Windstorm. So both heavy attacks, both level 1, unfortunately. Right, I was never a fan of that. That one has quite a big wind up, but it has a massive cooldown, but I'll take that. Got quite a lot of keys to unlock stuff with now as well. What's this? That's
a substitute daughter. A box full of evils. This one feels important.
Right, Kratos' daughter
This is
died.
your blacksmith's story, isn't it? His girl was the key, and he died protecting her?
Protecting her from me. I opened that box seeking the means to kill Ares. And what I released.
Pretty much turned all the gods crazy. Thanks again for that.
Was that
Quiet head.
Pandora's box?
Unfortunate. The time I spend in my own Valhalla means you get more time with him.
Right, I'm going to try and make us as strong as possible here, so...
Kratos, how well did you know the blacksmith's daughter?
Pandora. She reminded me of my own daughter, who I lost long ago.
I'm sorry, Kratos. Even at your most vengeful, you must not have wanted to see harm come to her.
Pandora was innocent. The way she saw things. She could reach me when few could. She deserved better than to be a pawn, sacrificed in a game of gods.
Your regret is palpable. But thank you for letting yourself remember. That is important.
That wasn't worth it. So we won't head straight to the boss fight. We'll do all the optional doors first. Defense and vitality, or let's go defense actually. I've not broken up any pots. Right, I'm going to open one more. And we've used 3 keys here. Oh, this isn't the one I wanted. Balls. Which was the one I wanted. Scheiße. Right, I can buy some more keys. Why is it just armor? I don't care about the relic stuff, to be honest. Fate Breaker armor. Let's see what's available to buy, because we've got 200.
Hard not to take Valhalla up on some help, even if it's just for this attempt.
Drastically increases the power of General's Advance and General's Deception, so the dodge attacks. The Blessing of Defense. We can afford both of them. We're going to need some cooldown upgrades. Now, there's the boss, that's runic. Let's go here for stats, I believe.
Shield strike now!
Stabby, stabby! Hey up! I will cheese you!
On your right, Bifrost!
I lost my spear charge. Yes, cool down, please. Oh, I forgot to check this in the last one, didn't I?
What are you going to saddle yourself with?
Reduces damage, stagger, and yeah. Increases the healing from Hellstones, Rage, and Gear. Alright. That could prove vital, so... Now, we've unlocked quite a few things, so let's make sure we always get them.
What's the price it exacts for that?
Excuse me. Hoplite, Lunge, and Phalanx barrier skills apply more stun and have a moderate luck chance to grant an unstoppable aura. Throwing a spear will cause the next spear to form with a random elemental siphon. Yeah, let's take that. That'll get used a lot more with the spear, because you tend to... Well, at least I tend to chuck it by default. Right, and more stat upgrades. Money. Probably going to go for the stat upgrades, to be honest. Oh, cooldown extras. Some new armor, which is a cosmetic. Another relic, which I don't care about. Have I unlocked any of these other doors? I think I'm going to go for the stat upgrades again, to be honest. Statistic upgrade. Yeah, you sit there and turtle, buddy.
Left flank! Above you! Watch out!
Grants a blessing of cooldown when interrupting double blue ring attacks. Greatly reduces the amount of permafrost lost when getting hit. I quite like resilient momentum, to be honest. Because I really enjoy those. That extra power you get when you get the build up. Right, we're going to do as many as we can.
Before you ask, yes, I was back in my old forest again. And this time I encountered my former boss, King Oberon. Rather eye-opening, actually. I used to be a true believer for him. Would have done anything he asked. Now I see through all that charisma and feigned wisdom down to the small, hypocritical tyrant I know him to be. Wait till I tell you what he took me up to regarding a particular magical flower.
We've got a weapon upgrade, we'll go for that. Charge up faster when hitting a status afflicted enemy, or Hell's Touch, which is my favourite attack. I'd like to just, yeah. It's a bit tough because the wind effect doesn't really build up in the same way as fire and frost, so that might have been a bit of an error, but... Right, that's not everything we want here. That's a relic, so I'm not really bothered about that. We'll try and save up our money a little bit then, and we'll go for the... Not that, we'll go for the weapon upgrade. Well, whatever this means. Stats or weapons, one or the other.
Attack!
I forgot that wasn't a ranged ability, sorry. I was used to using the other one. Are we going straight to the boss now? So we can choose sort of now how many encounters we want to do if we want to ever get to tier a bit quicker. It'll make the Greek bit a lot harder. Perforing Dropnir's wall, while the spear is imbued with burn, frost, or bifrost elemental siphon, creates an elemental storm. Yeah, yes. The other one was not as good. Sorry. I got too excited and clicked it without reading the other one out loud.
Valhalla's got a bounty on that one. That's the one you needed.
Nice. There's never really any pots and stuff in these arenas. Strength and luck. We don't use the R2 enough for that. A bit of extra strength will be fine. We can get health drops from the luck as well.
Grand. We should be free to move up to the next area now.
I'm probably going to save up my money
Come
here.
this far. Anything we need this moment.
Yeah, I'm going to save it up. In case we get one of those like Helheim or Muspelheim buffs. Yeah, it's weird how it's like making it like Hades or Modi again.
Time to die!
Oh no, Magni.
Ah, no, it's the other one.
Maybe I have to block that.
That's quite a chip. What good's a shield if you're not going to use it?
Yeah, we can block it.
Try again.
Stop headbutting me. You are doing my head in, pal. He doesn't like people getting close to him.
Watch it, he's closing in.
Sorry, mate. They do seem to look a lot more like Balder, to me, at least, than Thor. Maybe it's just me. After returning from rage, get a brief buff to strength, defense, and runic and stagger resistance. No, look at this. Blessing of bravery. Yeah. Rage or strength? My controller wants me to pick rage. Let's go strength. And I'll open this, but I think we get some resources if we reject it. Yeah. So you should always open them.
We meet once more, Ghost of Sparta. All your righteous haranguing about how evil the gods are, and you somehow gloss over that little extra nudge you gave them.
Opening the box was Athena's plan. I did not know the consequences.
You would claim ignorance of the consequences of trusting Athena? Is that your idea of a joke, Kratos? Because I admit it's hilarious. But let's be real, Kratos. Whether you should have suspected the consequences or not, you certainly can't claim that you would have cared about them. You wanted the power to kill Ares. And because you wanted it, everything is justified. That's your moral code at the end of the day, isn't it? To imagine you once again holding an office of solemn metaphysical responsibility. A trusted figure. A worshipped figure. The absolute gall of you to let yourself consider such a thing. I guess irony can have you when it earns you something.
And, you know, you have to remember these. I guess this is all sort of Kratos' inner monologue, embodied in a form of a person from his past, right? So I'll have a look at the rewards here, but probably won't. Oh no, it's not here this time, or is it? Not here this time. This nudge to the left thing is going to get me killed. It does seem to create like an input lag on the shield bashes for sure. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, how precious. I don't think you can be trusted to keep that safe at all.
Pandora's box.
Pretty sure he agrees with me.
Right, are we going to need to do 7 rifts this time? It went up from 3 to 5, so... Another object from my past has manifested within Valhalla. This one is a replica of the statues I encountered in my search for Pandora's box. They were carved by the god Hephaestus. In an attempt to recreate his daughter Pandora, it brings back memories I would sooner forget. So the axe should be doing some good damage now. I think we need one more encounter to proc the... Yeah, for the extra healing. Really? I've got a 5th chest this time. So we've got stats, relic, which we don't care, cosmetics, currency, stats. Is this like the most expensive? that 15,000? Jesus. This one's usually 5k. Alright, let's check this. We can have more than one of these, I think. Dodge rolling inflicts the frost. No, I hated that. Yeah, don't like either of those rewards, I'm afraid. How many are we going to need to do? No, we don't know yet. Well, this is a red one as well.
Oh! Untether yourself, man! Siphoner to your right! Oh, not the song attack! Incoming charge!
Wasn't expecting you. Oh, damn it, I didn't realise it was red.
Incoming charge!
Oh, that was annoying. Whoa.
You win this round, Kratos.
I'm going to take a rage heal here. Should get more off that now. Right, hold your charge. Which we should probably take, to be fair. Which I do quite like that attack. Taking damage, blocking and parrying all have a moderate luck chance to cause a soul explosion. No, let's take hold your charge. 1 of 6. Bloody hell. Right, we need to just re-examine our buffs here. Right, so we've got 2 runic attacks on the spear. The spear is our heavily buffed weapon, does more damage. The hold R1 attack does loads of damage. Which is this, the impaling thrust. Right, so this applies to all weapons on the triangle attack. We get an elemental siphon. I think that applies if we get it off the spear throw. It means the next melee, so we can use it in melee attacks as well, I believe. We don't lose the build-up of momentum when we get hit as much. Usually we lose all of it. extra damage on the spear. Right, so we need to... Right, so after we throw the first one, we really need to blow it up so we get this storm. Shimmering rifts contain prominent rewards. Really? So let's go the usual way here. Just to get the first two. We're probably going to have to do a red rift. At some point. There's an extra thing up there. Yeah, there we go.
You probably need to kill the really powerful one. Just guessing.
How did I get frozen exactly?
Scare the monsters. Right flank, crossfire.
Oh, wait!
You took out Valhalla's target, in case you didn't notice in your killing frenzy.
Yeah, defense, please. Detonating thrown spears has a moderate luck chance to increase strength and stagger resistance. Activating violent maelstrom while maelstrom triggers a realm shift. We use this more often, so... The realm shifts are good though. Son of a... I'm sick of these little bastards.
Incoming dive!
Why can't I hit them? That was horrendous. I didn't even need to come up here. That's going to cost me that, man. Going for the red rift.
Centaur.
Oh!
Don't usually get this close. Incoming charge!
Oh no!
From behind, incoming! Left flank!
Tell me that's it. That's not going to be it, dude. No way. That was dead easy. Not compared to the last red rift we opened. Bloody hell. 70% of its cooldown. Last second evade activates realm shift, slowing down surrounding enemies for 1.75 seconds. Perfect perklet. don't think we've even had one of them. Yeah, let's do that. I think we maybe did the last red one when it was a high level one. That was only a level 1 red rift, which probably made it a lot easier. So I should probably go and do the other red rift now, but while we're here.
Hunted warriors in Valhalla? It seems superfluous, but alright. Break
Damn
the
it.
tether, quickly!
Yeah, this one's going to be rough.
Hit the glowy one before it closes in! You seem drained, Kratos. Right side, incoming!
Poor. Okay. Taking damage, blocking, right. No, let's just take the extra stats. New arena is available. The Desert of Lost Souls can be found in the West Wing. That's where we are, isn't it? Shimmering Rifts. Now let's open what we can.
What? We need shoes!
Slowly regenerate a protective barrier that absorbs a single attack. Right. Increases all stun damage. Yeah. We're not full up yet, because we bought the extra slots. Activating Spartan Rage triggers a realm shift. Using a relic massively increases the damage of Kratos' melee attacks, but also the damage received. Let's just take this. We're using Spartan. We've got 2 chunks of Spartan Rage to use with this type. I think that makes sense. Let's go this way this time. I think this is quicker. This is a golden one. Wow, we're doing a lot of damage. Let's just take the stats. They don't take up slots, do they? Let's just get these out of the way. Oh, son of a bitch.
Your shield! Strike now! Only getting harder as you delay, Kratos. was good killing.
Right, we're only at level 3. We've done that really quick. One of the quickest ones we've done. Let's just take more stats. And I'll consider going in a bit deeper here. There's a red, there should be a red one around the corner. I know it's a big risk, but... Oh, I didn't need to do that. Here's a red rift. There's a yellow rift. Let's go on. The enemies are getting quite tough now. Quite tanky. Let's just do this for the extra rewards. Stunning might. Hitting stunned enemies unleashes shockwaves that has a chance to grant a stack of increasing strength and stun damage. Extra rage gain on status afflicted enemies and runic attacks. Right. How many? That might have been my last. No, I've got one more perk slot left. So I need to be a bit careful with that.
There's the target Valhalla's mark.
Oh! God, how slow were you? Oh, it was a realm shift.
Feel it burn. It's charging at us. Behind you, idiot. Did you forget that haste is a factor here?
God, I'm getting absolutely brooked up here. The timing on that is so weird. Wow, I'm out of here, man. I'm not doing any more. Wow, that was only a yellow. The Hoplite Lunge and Phalanx Breaker skills apply more stun and have a moderate luck chance to grant an unstoppable aura. Sure, this can be our last glyph. No, we need to leave, like, right now. No chance I'm doing the boat. Or that, Jesus. We'll buy some health and rage from the tablet. We've still got loads of relic attacks. I should have... Oh, I could maybe use them now to refill my rage and refill it. I don't know. Right.
Oh, don't hurry up and make a decision on my account.
They're too expensive now. Right, we can... These aren't expensive at all, so let's get them upgraded. Melee attacks... Oh, we can't get them anyway. Still can't get these. So we might as well open... Oh no, this was 15 grand, right? So we might as well spend the rest of the money on keys. So yeah, so the best way to do that is to get to the red one, the red rifts first. I don't know if the rewards go up on the higher levels, but... And we've got no other use for the echoes, so... And then if we forfeit it... No, I don't get anything back, fair enough. And I might as well top my health off. I know it uses... spirit seals, but... Alright, we're all in on the spear. Cooldown's not great, but yeah. Oh dear, he's got a head marking.
Welcome, Kratos. Honor me with another sparring match. I have one last weapon to show you. I think you'll enjoy it, if that's the word.
Oh, a katana. Is it a katana?
The left one's not pulling.
What the hell was that?
Be ready.
Right, he's switching freely between the weapons. That was the last second one.
Know your mistake there.
Defend yourself.
You defend yourself. I'm not sure how to defend against that.
A powerful blow. Good. The box we saw you open in the scrying pool. What was inside exactly?
Fear, deceit, vanities, hatred.
Amplifying what the gods already possess. What else, Kratos?
God's sake.
Brother.
Arms up!
Stop running away!
Be ready.
I didn't mean to do that.
Clever one, Kratos.
Patronize
Definitely
me.
done, Kratos.
I appreciate you using berserker tactics.
He's the right one.
Defend yourself. Hookson.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Don't get distracted.
God damn it, man.
Fight. Know your mistake, Dave. Don't get distracted. Good reflexes. I'm impressed. Arms up. Come on. Don't lose focus now. Hookson. Focus, Kratos.
Nice! That was really fun. I liked that one.
Stop, Kratos. I yield.
Hard fought.
Let's see what your mind has worked out.
That was a really awesome fight.
When the evils of the box were purged, what remained was hope, which you chose to release back to the world.
Yes. After everything, you came back full circle to sacrificing yourself.
My death would have been just, but it was not to be.
Yes, you lived, and hope still lived inside you, from that day to this one. One might say you brought hope back to these realms after a long slumber. Box or no box, Kratos. Hope and fear and love and hate exist in every one of us. The question is, which will you choose to let guide your actions? Each choice we make shapes our world.
I see the truth of it.
And?
I believe I am ready to walk through that door.
Excellent.
That was an awesome fight, I gotta say. It's because he combined every other weapon into his arsenal, right? It was really cool. I mean, summoning the minions is a little bit meh, but like the rest of it's really fun. Okay, it sounds like we're ready to. I don't know. Tyr just kind of feels like one of those, like, kind of at times, right? Not all the time, but he sometimes feels like a bit of a cheesy quote book, right? You know, let's try and provide inspiration or whatever. Ourselves.
What can I say to you? I remember how it felt to take that throne. All that it meant. And all that it did not. A god of war. God of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And Owen said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of... is lost. You lost everything and everyone. You became... There is no forgiving you. You chose! Should I, this same man, should I sit, take, proclaim, lead, place myself in service? In service? Should I lose everything and everyone? There's to be enough left inside so that I do not become you. I do not know. But I have hope. You are cruel and arrogant and selfish. But you are more than that. You have always been more than what others saw. You are more than that.
Well, looks like I missed everything. Did you find what you needed? Glad to hear it, brother. We're done here then, so, what now?
Now, I believe I would like to sit here for a while.
Well, lovely ending. Really lovely. I've really enjoyed the music in the DLC. I can't, you know, it feels very similar. It might be music that was used in the main game. I can't even think, but always gave a nostalgic air.
Well done, General. I had no doubt you would see this through to the end.
Thanks. Well, it's a lovely ending. You know, I mean, okay, spoiler warning here for The Witcher 3. Mute the video now for like 30 seconds. We'll skip ahead. Yeah, that ending had a real blood and wine ending feel to it, right? Where, you know, Kratos is sort of saying, oh, time for a bit of rest, sort of drawing a line under it a little bit. Similar to how, like, Geralt said, you know, how it'd been a long journey, like, over the 10 years they were making the Witcher series. And you know, Geralt looks at the camera and breaks the fourth wall. Kratos didn't quite do that. It had a very similar vibe. I'm not saying it's based, it's copying that. What I mean is it felt similar to, like, you know, someone coming to like not the apex of their journey, but just sort of reflecting on what everything they've been through, and also sort of the studio sort of saying goodbye to the character a little bit. That might not be the case with It's probably not the case with Geralt. Might not be the case with Kratos, right? Ultimately, with popular characters that don't die, they often choose to bring them back in some capacity. You know, they might plan to use Atreus in a future game, who knows.
Congratulations. I hope Valhalla gave you everything you needed.
Thanks. We are the god of hope from now on.
Look who's returning from the front gate for once. Something must have happened there.
I take it this is a good sign.
Freya, I will join you. I will try to be what the people need.
Good. I'm very pleased to hear that. And that you found what you needed here.
I could not have done so without my friends. I am grateful.
Valhalla is at your disposal, Kratos. If you have more you wish to work out, now or later, we will heed the call.
Okay. I guess that's the credits rolled, right? Right, you've mastered Valhalla, but there's still more work to be done. Continue the cycle, to unlock more of Kratos' memories and upgrades. Memories as well? Those seeking a challenge can visit the Desert of Lost Souls, the Aegean Boat, and the Forum in Valhalla's upper realms. There's no need to end one's self-improvement. The Legacy Rage Path and a special new appearance and armor set for Kratos have been unlocked in both Valhalla and New Game Plus. The Legacy Rage Path. Okay, so you can play that in the main game now. Pretty awesome. Wow, yeah, that was yeah, it was a much more personal ending, right, than the main game was, because the main game was about the events, right, whereas this was more introspective, which, you know, can feel a bit more emotional in a certain way, which was really enjoyable at the end there. I guess you could say that's a little bit self-indulgent, but I mean, I don't know, it was cool, right, especially for people who would be fans of the original games. But yeah, really enjoyed the final boss fight with Tyr. Sort of used all his weapons, threw everything at us. I think that's when these boss fights are at their best, right? Is when you just have so much stuff that you need to understand in the boss fight. Because I think from the... Sorry, I've gone into the gameplay straight away here, but I think the gameplay in this game works the best when you have to utilize, like, and you have to understand like 7, 8, 9, 10 different mechanics within a fight. I think that this game is at its not at its worst, but it feels a bit monotonous when fights, you know, you rely on like one certain attack, one type of dodge, one type of block, right? So with these kind of apex boss fights, like with King Kralf and a lot of the Berserkers, with Gnar, with Tyr at the end there, it's like you have to do a bit of everything, and you have so many tools to remember, right? Certain ranged abilities, certain elemental shield destructions, certain, you know, blue ring, yellow ring, red ring attacks, AoEs, ranged attacks, charge attacks. You have to disrupt the enemy when they're charging something up sometimes, or anything like that. I think that Tyr fight had all of those elements. The summoning of minions is always, in any boss fight, not just this game, but like, is always, it has to be done in a thematic way. I think sometimes it wasn't quite there, but the rest of the Tyr fight was awesome. But yeah, yeah, sort of a really nice resolution for Kratos personally, sort of detached from Atreus and the whole sort of saga with that all behind us. We got to see like old Kratos rendered in the new game and the new game engine and stuff, which was really awesome. The little cheeky chin goatee Kratos, right? But yeah, I think I've sort of summarized everything I feel about this whole game so far. So I don't know, we'll do a little post-game chat here. But I think I've said everything that I liked about the game, really. I mean, excellent music, great atmosphere and tone, beautiful graphics, extremely well performed in terms of the audio and how it really elevates the setting and the swells of emotions in the scenes. The voice actors did a stellar job, as I said, because I grew up watching Stargate SG-1 with my dad. Like, hearing Christopher Judge is just comforting to me. You know, his voice is slightly altered for the performance, but it's still Christopher Judge, right? So that I always just enjoy that. Atreus throughout both games was always this divisive character at times, right? You sort of loved him and hated him, right? He was sort of trying to do the right thing, but he was also quite a destructive force. And I think that in terms of how they wrote the game, they sort of rode that line with Atreus in a really intriguing way. Like in the first game when he turned and he killed Modi and he wasn't himself for a period and realizing he was a god. And then in this game when he was sort of going back and forth to see Angrboda and then to see Odin and the Asgardians and sort of being too curious for his own good, living up to being the god of mischief perhaps, really rode that line. As I already said, like Freya's journey and her arc was probably my favourite. Had a really emotional resolution that, you know, she'd lost everything really, and she'd sort of lost her people, lost her brother, lost Odin, lost her son, lost her title, her powers for a period of time when she was locked in Midgard. It was really emotional when her and Kratos, you know, and then her sort of realising that Kratos had really sort of been through a similar journey to her. He'd lost his family, he'd lost his daughter, he'd lost so much, and sort of resented his homeland and the gods that ruled over Greece and everything. And Freya was in a similar position, and they created a really interesting mirror for each other, as parents and as gods. Yeah, and I think I've already, as I was speaking about the combat, I really like the combat in this game. I think it sort of suffers sometimes with the recycled enemies. I think that this DLC sort of showed that. I know it's a roguelite, but, you know, most of the Grecian enemies were reskins, I think. I don't know, some of them were quite cool, but yeah. Would have been interesting if sort of Zeus would have shown, you know, some of the bigger gods who'd shown up in hallucinatory form in the first game, like Zeus and Athena in the first game had shown up here, but maybe they felt that they'd played those cards in the first game and they didn't need to here. But might have been cool to see Ares or, you know, any of those other kind of Greek gods show up. But yeah, you could tell that they'd definitely taken some inspiration from Hades as a game, the way that they sort of designed some of the perks and the upgrade paths and stuff. Yeah, and it was cool. It was interesting because it made the combat a little bit one-dimensional in some ways, but also it didn't. Like, you had to sort of mainline one of the weapons rather than spread yourself thin. That's how I chose to play it anyway. Maybe I used the spear a bit too much, but I think I tried to do a build on all 3 weapons. Yeah, I only did the blades once. I think I did a 2 or 3 on the axe and the rest on the spear. Maybe the only thing that I struggled with throughout the whole game was switching the shield. Once I got into the Stonewall shield, I just didn't look back, so I didn't go for the parries. But I was sort of forgetting how if you use one of the balanced shields, like in the first game, you get a lot of accidental parries, really. You know, when you go to just block on instinct. Sort of how it is like a bit in Sekiro. Sometimes you get a lot of accidental parries just because you're trying to block at the last second, which is what a parry is. But, you know, you get accidental ones a lot of the time. So maybe I should have used the medium shield a bit more to utilise that. But yeah, that's been God of War, guys. It's been a great journey. I've had a great time. Thanks for coming along with me, sharing your thoughts on the experience. Yeah, I've loved it. It's I don't know whether they planned this as a 2-game series originally or 3, I don't know. But, you know, these kind of games are ridiculously expensive to make, and, you know, free DLC and everything. Whether they planned this DLC to be bigger and then they just decided, right, that's going to cost too much, let's just stop now. Because it felt a little bit like, when I got to Tyr, I didn't think he was going to be the end boss. I felt like there was going to be a couple of layers more to Valhalla, like, you know, more Grecian layers, because we only had that one Grecian layer. So it does feel, it's not that it feels half-baked or anything, it feels like fully finished, but it feels like fully finished up to that point, and then I feel like there was maybe meant to be some more, maybe they had more ambitious plans beyond that. But maybe it was just too expensive to produce for a DLC. But, you know, I mean, I've not played Shadow of the Erdtree yet, but Shadow of the Erdtree seems like it's like, because was it like £40, like $50, whatever, for Shadow of the Erdtree. I mean, they could have maybe gone all out and charged sort of like a half-game price for the DLC, like From Software have done. But yeah, and then I don't know. I don't know how much it would have cost, but yeah. A really awesome resolution to Kratos' journey. Whether he comes back or not, maybe we end up in Egypt or Japan, or, you know, in Aztec mythology, something like that. Who knows? That would be pretty awesome, right? Who knows? But yeah, that brings God of War to a close. We're going to be starting the split schedule soon. Chrono Trigger, Shadow of the Erdtree, and beyond. So yeah, thanks for joining me with this game, guys. It's been an awesome experience. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the conclusion, and just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.